here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Come on. Hit. Hurt. Three.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around. But no more than that. Second down. Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Well, this defense for the Saints, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points, and if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
Gets around him, and out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
Well, they're always hoping on that type of a play that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Hey, smash Bronco! Go, Reed, go!
From the gun, it's Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The Eagles hit 7 and 8 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
A big pickup there for the Eagles first down, 18 yards. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Check Bobcat, check Bobcat, check smash, check smash. Check smash. Check.
right back to Sanders on first down. He will push his way down to about the 14. Taken down by Pete Werner.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Hey, check that. Street.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both got. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. And they'll begin by running the option. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. What a run there. I mean, you got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. David Montgomery hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
No check.
7-7, our score after one. Second down, back to Sanders. Room here to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles around the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
McSorley's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Off the option, here's Montgomery. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll give to Kamara here on the option. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, it looked like the offensive line let him down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. And this play comes to a hold at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. picked off by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, I could spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Here we go.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Here's Hurts to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Lutt's good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
50.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Pat the street. Check mash. 7 Pirates.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Going deep here for Watkins. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Following the interception, Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. To throw again on second down. Winston. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Play action now, Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. And here's Kamara on the read option. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. On fourth down, here's McSorley. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Eagles' defense able to hold. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 125 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Second down at 4. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. In there to drop it for the loss, linebacker Nakobe Dean, an outstanding play. Oh, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable, but that time the defense was on to him.
And partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And they'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll buy some time right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On 2nd down, Kamara. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Not enough there for a first yards. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try to throw now. Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now on 2nd and 13. Hurts. He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. And they work this out past the 25.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. A pitch comes to Sanders. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for first.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Go street.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Jameis to throw it. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Midge used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Ready?
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so?
And this is caught for a touchdown. We'll check the flag, but it looked like a clear offsides, and it should stand. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there
is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. And that's complete to Sanders. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Warriors 17. Check it. Ready.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Bronco 80.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved.
Ready?
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
79 Broncos.
Looking to throw.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted.
It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Complete to Michael Thomas. 4 yards on the pickup.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain.
157 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. On 2nd down, here's the option.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Okay.
3rd down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Ready?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he showed why he was so coveted with that interception there.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he'll go down at the 28. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break.